morning, Blenders. It is Monday, June 9th. Good morning, Samantha.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely. I always have so much fun hosting the show with you because you're tons of fun. Oodles and doodles of fun.
Oodles and doodles. Oh, I loved how you threw that in. And I have to admit, you look beautiful today. I love that dress.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, it was actually a gift for my friend Rachel. She's like, here you go. So I took
that
it
is
from
a good
her.
friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look lovely as well.
Well, thank you very much. I got hair all over me, though. All right, Blenders, we are starting this week off with a very interesting topic. But before Samantha and I talk about it, I want you to check out this video. Enjoy.
Finally from us this evening, technology on the cutting edge. We were interested today to hear that more than 100 law enforcement officials in Mexico are having microchips implanted in their arms. The chips allow a person to be scanned, sort of like a cereal box at the supermarket checkout. In Mexico, this will be one more tool in the fight against crime. Here's ABC's John McKenzie.
You've seen it before, right out of Hollywood.
It's maybe a little uncomfortable.
A microchip inside the body. A hidden, high-tech identification tag.
They're the access codes to your drop spot.
Now, Mexico's Attorney General and 160 of his deputies have had microchips implanted in their arms to control access to the country's new criminal investigation center. It is to provide access, said the Attorney General, to the right people in exclusive areas where there is valuable, sensitive information. The microchip, the size of a grain of rice, is injected under the skin and gives off a low-frequency radio wave. A scanner reads each chip's identification number.
So I thought this topic would be perfect to discuss with you, Samantha, because, I mean, microchipping is what we have done on animals for a very long time.
Yeah, and you know, microchipping is very useful for animals. Like you said, it's a small little chip that we put into the scruff of your pet, and you scan it with a scanner, just like they showed in this video. However, on people, I think it's a little weird. What do you think, Amanda?
I mean, I kind of agree. I feel like that is the direction that we are going because, I mean, technology is advancing so rapidly. It truly is hard to keep up. But people are saying, and this is a myth, the microchip itself, the RFID chip is real. It is real, and they have been testing it, and it is something that could be full into effect, but people are confused because they're saying in Obama's Health Care Act that it's real and that by 2017 we're all going to have a microchip, and that is the myth. That is not true, but the chip itself is true.
Yeah, and quite recently, actually, the Freemasons, a group in town, were actually providing these microchips for children at Pima Community College. It was a news story that had been covered not too long ago. And parents can go ahead and get their kids chipped. However, in my personal opinion, I think kids should at least be 18 years old to decide whether or not they want to be implanted with a chip. And I'm a firm believer that chips are for pets, not people. That's just how I feel about it.
No, I do agree with that because I think it is scary the amount of information that these chips are going to hold. Like, it's one thing if it was medical, like history only, so that if you were in a car accident and you don't have your ID on you, they could scan something and then all of my medical history would come up to speed things up. I could possibly get on board on that, but I think the way that government and society is going in controlling either, you know, I mean, in one of these articles, again, it was a myth, but they were saying that they can control what you eat, they can control the money that you make with these microchips. See, that is a little outlandish.
It's a little crazy.
But where does it stop? I mean, microchip tomorrow? What is happening in, you know, years from now?
And, you know, as journalists, Amanda, I think we're definitely for people need to have their independence and never be stripped of it. And I think that the chip would inherently strip people of their independence to a certain degree. So I know that as journalists, we definitely agree that it's a little weird.
I know, isn't that? It is really crazy. And like I said, where does technology stop?
Yeah, and you said that by 2017 is when this would start.
Well, that was the myth, that by 2017 all of us would be microchipped, and that is not true. It definitely is something that they're working on, but it's not to control what we eat and the money that we make.
Well, and then who knows with the technology today what's going to happen. However, then you also have to weigh the health risks. Is it something that's going to, you know, cause cancer? Because apparently everything causes cancer today. I'm really interested to see how the studies will go. I will also be very interested to see how the government portrays the information to the public. And, you know, not that they're going to manipulate it. However, it'll just be up to us and journalists to educate ourselves, to provide that information to everybody else so we can see what the real story is.
I agree. Good chat. All right. Well, still ahead on the Morning Blend, he's a crocodile, and we'll find out what that means coming up.
Plus, after the break, we'll talk about about this plant that is responsible for the last time you hit the floor. That's coming up right after this.